Welcome to Roman to Yoga. If you're new here, I'm Casey. For today's yoga practice, I advise you grab some blocks, pillows, or if you have one, a bolster, because in restorative yoga, these poses, you'll use your props to support you. You don't have to have the props, but it will make it extra comfy. Make your way to your mat and lower down one vertebrae at a time. Go slowly. Extend your legs long, lift your arms up overhead, and take a full body stretch. Flex your feet, place your hands at heart center, draw your chin down and back, and select an intention for today's yoga practice. I invite you to focus on one thing in your life at this time. You'll revisit your intention throughout today's yoga sequence. And the easiest way for you, come to a comfortable seated position, grab your yoga blocks, set the top one on the tallest setting, and then the second one, when you recline back on it, it will hit you right at your bra line. So place your feet hip-width distance apart, firmly press your hands into the floor, line that yoga block up on the horizontal setting, and then rest the bottom of your head on the tallest setting. If it takes a second for you to set up, that's okay. Meet yourself where you're at. Firmly press all four corners of the feet into one another. Lower your knees towards the ground and place your arms in the T position. Now, if the stretch is too much for you in your upper body, go ahead and just rest your hands on your hips or rest them down along your sides. Remember, this is your yoga practice, so you need to listen to your body. You don't need to look like me on the screen or to your partner next to you. You just need to look like you. The important thing is you made it to your mat, and the hardest part can be just getting here. Now, if you're newer to a restorative yoga practice, these postures are held usually between 3 to 5 minutes. So if anytime you feel an intense tingling sensation, your body is signaling to you that it's met its edge, and feel free to work your way out of the posture a little bit early. And if that's the case, take the pose of your choice. My voice is going to go away after I set you up for the pose so you can draw your awareness in. So close your eyes, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and focus your attention on the right here and the right now. On your next breath, lower your arms down along your sides, then inhale, lift them up overhead, and feel the stretch in your underarm. Exhale, lower your arms down along your sides. Go slow, one breath with one movement. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower down. A little bit of movement in your arms at this time. Keep your focus on this posture. Now, next time your arms lift up, stay there and feel the stretch. Slowly clasp your hands together and notice how this feels in your upper ribs, underarms. Breathe deeply. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as your arms begin to call yourself out, lower your arms down gently along your side. Rest the hands on the ground. Your palms will face upward. Breathe in and breathe out. Place your arms in the T position and feel the stretch all across your chest. Notice how this feels differently in your body. On your next breath, bring your arms down along your side. Firmly press your hands into the mat, and then draw your chin towards your chest. Bring your knees together very slowly. Firmly press into the mat and lift up and come out of this pose one vertebrae at a time. Step your feet mat width distance apart, lower your knees to the right, take your gaze to the left, and then lower your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Windshield wipe out your hips a couple of times. You're in this posture for quite a long time, so a little bit of movement will help you digest what you just did. Go slow. No need to rush through your yoga practice. When you're done, everything will be waiting for you. It's important that you made this time for you. Now turn towards your yoga blocks and set them towards the outer edge of the mat, depending on how wide your shoulders are. Note your blocks will be placed in the vertical position, and you choose the block height that you want, whatever feels right in your body. Note that if you set your blocks at one height, you can readjust as needed. And then grab your pillow and also place your pillow vertically. Press your big toes together, separate your knees to the wide edge of the mat. Now grab your pillow and bring it up towards your hips. Sit back onto the heels, adjust your yoga blocks as needed, and then lower your head down and take your gaze towards the left. Now, if it's uncomfortable for you to turn your head in one direction, know that you can gently rest the forehead down onto the pillow or floor. Now, if you're using a bolster, your forehead will likely be supported. Your pillow's a little bit shorter, so it really just depends on your height. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I invite you to come back to the words of your intention that you set at the beginning of today's yoga sequence. Repeat them to yourself softly. On your next breath, turn your head in the opposite direction. Adjust your hair, adjust your outfit, whatever you need to do to set up and get comfy and feel supported. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next breath, turn your forehead towards the center. Firmly press your hands into the ground right above your knees. Slowly lift up. Move your either pillow or bolster out of the way. Adjust yourself as needed. Come to hands and knees hip width distance apart, hands shoulder width distance. And extend your left leg long, flex your ankle, and gently rock your ankle from left to right a couple of times. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the left knee back in and extend your right foot long and rock your right foot from left to right a few times. Create a little bit more space in your hips. Draw your low belly in and up. Soften the muscles in your face. Notice that you're not clenching your jaw or anything. Curl your toes under. Sit back onto the heels. Long spine, and roll your shoulders back a few times. Breathe in and out. Go slow. Place the top of the feet down onto the ground. Set back onto the heels, and then grab your pillow or bolster at this time. Pull it up towards your hips and relax down onto it. Take your gaze to the left and lengthen out your arms. Now, if you don't feel supported enough in this closed-legged child's pose, feel free to bring the blocks and rest them on your hands again. Remember, this is your yoga practice, so you need to do what feels best for you. Breathe in and breathe out. Turn your gaze in the opposite direction at this time. Take a moment to set up, get comfy and cozy on the opposite side. Bring your forehead to the neutral position. Place your hands on the outside of your knees and slowly push up. Go very slow. Remove your prop if you're using one. Extend your legs out in front of you. Sit your bottom onto your yoga mat. Then place your feet hip-width distance apart. Hands behind your tush, lower your knees to the right, take your gaze to the left, and then lower your knees to the left, take your gaze to the right. Seated windshield wipe. You've been here before, so choose the pace that best suits your body. Now the easiest way for you, make your way onto your back. Move your props out of the way. If you want a little bit of added support under the neck, feel free to grab your pillow, bolster, or block at this time and support the neck. Step your feet hip-width distance apart. Place your hands down along your side. Place the right ankle just above your left knee. Now, you can stay here today, but if you want a little bit more, clasp your hands behind your left thigh and let your left foot just hang. Remember, you're taking a restorative yoga class today, so no need to be uncomfortable. Find a little bit of sensation, but don't push yourself. This is a rest and recharge class. I'm guessing that throughout the week, you're running around, you're busy with your kids, maybe with your husband. You might be having a really intense workout program. That's not what this is. This is your rest and recharge. You're hitting your reset button. So close your eyes, soften the muscles in your face, and breathe deeply. On your next breath, lower your left foot down towards the mat. Release your hands from under your thigh. Go slowly. Lower the right foot down onto the mat and then cross your left ankle just above your right knee. Clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Visualize your left knee going towards the top of your mat. Find your edge, but don't go too far. Draw your low belly in and up. Soften the muscles along your face. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Release the pose. Lower your left foot down towards the mat and your right foot. Remove the block out of the way. Draw your knees into your chest and gently massage out your low spine. Move from left to right. Breathe in and breathe out. Smile to yourself softly. Clasp your hands on the outside of your feet and draw your knees towards your underarms. Feel the stretch in your legs. Draw your chin down and back and see if you can pull your shoulders a little bit closer to the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. As your body calls you out of this posture, lower your feet down and release your hands. Lower your feet down towards the mat. Sit up one vertebrae at a time. Grab your yoga blocks and place them towards the front of your mat. Choose the setting of your choice and place your yoga blocks horizontally, one for each calf. If you've got a pillow, place it towards the back of your mat and rest the mid part of your calf onto the blocks. Not the back of the knee, not the ankles, the mid, in between your knees and ankles. Lay down onto the floor. Clasp your hands up overhead and let your elbows soften and rest on the floor. Notice how this feels in your body. Breathe deeply. Sometimes in life, it can be really hard to slow down. We keep thinking about what's next, our long list of to-dos. But right now, I want you to just feel your body. I want you to just commend yourself for making your way onto this mat. Take some time to appreciate yourself. And it doesn't hurt to tell people in your life that you appreciate them too. I don't know about you, but when someone says kind words to me, it really can make my day. Can you make someone's day today? On your next exhalation, slowly lower your hands down along your sides. Flex your feet. Go slow. Place a bend in your knees. Draw your hands to heart center. And always, always commend yourself for making time for you. I hope you enjoyed today's yoga practice, and I've got tons of free stretching videos. Have an awesome day.